What is up, guys? Easy bow, 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 bow. What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? What's what's up, guys? How is everybody doing? Good. What's up, guys? What is up, guys? How is everybody doing? Let me send the link. I'm What's up, y'all? How is everybody doing? You know, how is everybody doing? Oh, yeah. What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is staying safe. Um, what's up, y'all? How is everybody doing? Well, yeah, what's up, guys? I hope everybody is having a great week. We got a pay per view this weekend, this Saturday. We got Elimination Chamber coming up. And I hope everybody is excited for that because Elimination Chamber is a couple pay per views. And then in a couple days, we get to see the Hardy Boy at Roadblock. We get to see the Hardy Boys in a WWE in an NXT ring going again for the. We get to see a TNA tag title match coming up, and I'm so excited. Yeah, and it's yeah, Yeah. I hope everybody is staying safe today. Yeah. Hope everybody is staying safe. Chris, it's in Jake Land. It's in Jake Land. Chris, it's in Jake Land. It's in Jake Land. I put it in Jake Land. It's the latest one I put in there. It's in Jake Land. Someone's here. It is Chris Peeps.
Jake
Hello?
Hudson. Jake
What's
Hudson.
up? What's up, D-lister?
What's up? I'm a D-lister.
No.
What's
Dude, why is it all WWE pay-per-views, unlike the big four, only have like 4 matches?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to WWE, Jake. What's up with your microphone?
What?
What's up with your microphone? It was crackling before. It sounds better now, and it sounds a
Yeah,
little low.
because I think it's because I'm not fixing this. I'm not.
Yeah, you don't have to fix it. It's not that bad where you have to fix it, but it's definitely something's up with it. What do you got? A headset with the microphone on it?
No, I'm using the iPad phone. The
Oh,
iPad.
the microphone off the iPad.
Yeah.
What happened? And welcome to the Jake Hudson show, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you.
I just walked in. I just got done working, and for some reason, I was like, let's see if Jake's live. And I'm like, oh shit, he's live. And then I was like, let's see if Bobby Nick's on there yet. And I'm like, oh shit, Bobby Nick's not even there yet. Who's that?
Look, Anthony Cumia.
Oh, yeah.
That's his mugshot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we should fucking get my mugshot. I don't know if it's public because I think the case was closed and shit when I fucking
With your DUI?
when I fucking when I killed that guy. No, I'm just playing.
But,
no, I got arrested on drugs back in the day and shit.
Yeah, like Bobby Nick.
Like crack. No, I'm just playing, not crack.
No,
I never did crack.
But
why
so
Bobby Nick got arrested for drugs?
that's the reason why he can't leave the country. He can't leave Canada. He can't come to the United States.
Really? He did something more. So he would be a felon if he can't leave Canada. He would be a felon. It would be a felony charge he has.
Yeah, it was for weed.
It must have been like distribution of weed or something because I mean in New York it's legal. I could have like 7 ounces on me.
But the thing is, it wasn't legal when he did it.
Oh, it was years ago when it was illegal.
Yeah.
So he must have had back in the day. He probably had over an ounce, and that's what made it a felony.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's lying. To be honest, though, I have a feeling it was something bad, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to look Bobby Nick's name up on the fucking Canadian database now. You can't trust anyone online, dude. You imagine. Look what happened with the other guy, dude. We thought we were friends with him. We had him on the show, and then we find out he's a chomo.
but the thing is, I thought WWE did their background checks on people.
Dude, I almost feel like I should do background checks for people on the new show. Like, it's not that expensive. I think you could background check someone for like what? Like, there's always ads for like 99 cents, right, Jake?
Yeah, there's like other companies you can do that.
So, I mean, you were never arrested. I don't have to worry about back checking you, right?
I've never been arrested. You know that.
Have you ever had any encounter with a cop?
The only time I've had issues, they were all they. I've had the only time I've told
Like,
people because
well, when they when you got
I got
swatted?
yeah, or also there I've been a lot of the stuff that I did in my young stuff is I never went to prison. I went to mental hospital. I
Yeah,
sent to the
yeah,
mental hospital. That's the only thing I've talked about my mental health issues and I've
yeah.
talked about my time being for about
That's
Pine
one-
Grove and all
that's
that.
one thing. That's one thing that me and you have in common is when I was 13, I was put into the mental institute
Yeah,
because I was a bad kid and shit. Which I mean, I look back at it now. I think I was just I think I was bored and I was smart and
yeah.
like I don't know if it really helped me that much. I don't know what I think. I don't know, dude. I don't know if it affected me, if it helped me, but I was in there for like I think a month. I think a full month, 30 days I was in.
Yeah,
And you know, if you didn't do what they wanted you to do, and you threw a fit or you got pissed off,
yeah,
they would do two things. One, they would say you got to go into it was a room with no
yeah,
corners on the wall. It was a rounded room, like a padded room, but it wasn't padded. It was just round, so you couldn't hurt yourself.
yeah.
They would throw you in the rounded room, and if you refused to go in on your own, they would
They
call
force
it.
you.
Yep, they would call it code blue, I believe, over the loudspeaker, and there would be like three big guys. They would come in, they'd strap you onto a fucking journey, and fucking go down the hall, like throw you into the cell, lock the door.
Yeah,
You've dealt with that shit too?
yeah.
It's fucking crazy, right?
And also they on my first trip, this is stuff that I've talked about. I got woke up the first night I was there for the 15-day stay. I was woken up from sleep to go and do blood work.
Yeah, well, what time were you sleeping? Was it during the day?
That was at night.
Yeah, that's fucked up. They do that shit to you. They like you know, they treat you like an animal.
Yeah, but it's
The longest you were in there was 15 days.
15 days and then 8 days. I was
Yeah,
23 days combined.
that's not too bad. And what was it?
Yeah.
Your parents just had enough with you and just dropped you off?
At first, the first time was because I was taking Prozac and Ritalin together.
And it was fucking you up because both of them
Yeah,
together.
yeah, and then the second time I was taking 7 to 10 different medications.
Were you like did you have a lot of energy when you were younger, jump around the walls and stuff?
What?
Like when you were younger, did you have a lot of energy? Were you jumping around, running around, or were you like calm?
I I just wanted to get out of there.
No, I'm saying when you were young and you growing up as a little kid. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about the the mental institution. I'm just talking about living regular life. Were you a high energy kid? Like with me, I was high energy. I was jumping
I
around,
was
riding my bike.
tired. Yeah,
You were.
yeah, yeah,
I would jump out the window if they locked me in for a timeout. I would jump out the window, run down the block.
yeah.
I was wild. I was fucking. I was wild.
By the way, I just want to tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna when we get the new show going. I'm gonna send the first episode over to Carl and have him look at it. Carl
Who's
from Who Are These Podcasts?
I don't know who Carl is.
Carl Heberger. He basically gives he goes and critiques podcasts.
Oh, I don't want my podcast critiqued. It's gonna take a while to get into the groove, dude. I mean, the stuff I have lined up for the first two, one or two shows I have lined up already. 'Cause I'm trying to do my homework in advance so the show will be good.
Yeah.
But it could take a fucking couple months to get into the groove with it. I don't know. The only thing that separates a good podcast from a bad podcast is doing your homework, preparing shit in ahead of time, and having everything written down so there's no dead time. Yeah, it's great when you do, like, it just happens. You have people on and something funny happens with a bunch of people, but that it's very rare that happens that way. You could do a 4-hour show of a bunch of people on there, and only one time you'll get something funny going on.
Yeah.
What do you do in a show the same time Bobby Nick is?
I wanted to wait. Here's the thing.
There's no one here. Is he live?
Yes, he's doing no filter.
Oh, that's why.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Southern Fried Pod is Dave in the AM.
Yes, it is Dave in the AM. How you all doing?
Chris,
what's up, Dave?
Chris, this is Dave. Dave, this is my friend Chris. Chris is a Northern. He's from New York.
New York. Well, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm from New York.
Yeah, we were just talking. I actually did their podcast. I did Southern Fried like a couple of weeks ago or a week ago.
Oh,
yeah,
Southern
not long
Fried
ago.
And I'm also a breadhead.
You are a breadhead, yes.
Yeah, it means I'm a $3 member of their Buy Me a Coffee. I'm their first member and their first supporter.
That's true. That's true. It's very new. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I seen yours, and I said, well, let me add that in because I've been wanting to do it. Actually, Chickbait, who comes on our show, she had one. She didn't like hers, so I was looking for a different one, and when I saw yours, checked it out, thought, why not? We wanted to build that up anyway. We've just, been trying to build a lot of different things at the same time. So, but yeah, appreciate your support, brother.
Yeah, and I've also been sharing out your streams. The one thing that we need to do is we need to work on your VOD. You need to turn on VODs on Twitch.
Yeah, I've got to do that. Do you have to be a paying member to do that?
No.
Or okay.
Not on Twitch.
Not on Twitch.
Basically, it's actually a Twitch thing you have to do. Basically, you have to go in to your settings. There's actually
I have to tell you, I got to be honest about Twitch is unless you're gaming, you really ain't going to get no benefits from being on Twitch.
Yeah. We just did it to let people know we were there. We weren't trying to, because it's a gaming channel. We're on Kick as well.
You are gaming. You are gaming.
We've met people through there. We have a couple of followers that like to see our stuff. So we're not trying to. I wasn't saying we were there to try to earn money or anything. It was just another platform, and it's an excellent platform. So it looks good. So we did it as a hoot. I mean, you have 8 slots on StreamYard, so we thought, why not?
I have three. What he's talking about is he has 8 because he got the $100 tier. You could actually stream the 8 platforms. I can stream only the 3.
Yeah, you can multi-stream. You can multi-stream, which you could multi-stream. Yeah, I mean, if you're going through StreamYards and shit, that's how you do it.
Yeah, he's not a StreamYard guy, Dave.
No, hey, when people first start, StreamYard is a great application to help you first get going and everything. But when back in the day when I did it, we didn't have StreamYards. We had Streamlabs, which helped with donations and hijacking the show and stuff.
He had
Yeah.
Google Hangouts. He had Google Hangouts.
Yeah, I'm like I've been, I've done, I did it for 6 years and everything. So,
Yeah.
you make your mistakes, you learn everything. But the way I have it set up now, it's more of
Yeah.
I could, it's very technical. It's a lot of stuff to do, but yeah.
By the way, I just want to let Dave does a show Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. He does a morning show with Mr. Robert Blevins.
Cool. In the AM?
Robert, and
Yeah.
AM from
What time? What time?
6 a.m. to 7 a.m. we do that. Sometimes
Eastern.
I'm on
Eastern
Tuesdays and Thursdays, but yeah, Eastern time, but New York time. We do that.
What state are you from?
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Yeah, I like Georgia.
He's one of them is from North Georgia, the other one's from South Georgia.
Yeah,
We're at both
Georgia's
ends of the state.
Yeah, Georgia's good state, East Coast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Better than Mississippi, that's for sure.
Oh, shut up. Listen, here's
Oh.
the thing. If it wasn't for Mississippi, you wouldn't have Leanne Rhymes and Faith Hill. You wouldn't even have Oprah if it wasn't for Mississippi.
Oprah was from Mississippi?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Brandy and Ray J are actually from Mississippi.
Oh, I don't know none of that, man.
Yeah, but how did you meet Robert? How did you guys meet?
We met at work, the place that I still work. He came to work there, and he was in the same department. He came to work in the same department that I work in. And like the first or second day, I went to the boss and told him I need to get rid of him. He's crazy. He was talking kind of loony. He'd come through a divorce or something, and he was talking about fighting off cops and threatening to kill himself. And I said, this guy's nuts. And we ended up becoming great friends. Go figure.
By the way, I did make I did make the thing. Actually, I made a clip. Remember that clip I made with saying that you were Robert Brimley and he was Hank Hill?
Oh yeah.
Basically, I said one of them sells diabetes products, the other one sells propane and propane accessories.
Yep.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, he started wearing wigs. Was it this morning or last night when he pulled out the wig?
He did that last night. So,
Jake loves a guy in a wig.
Stop.
Well, he wore 3 different wigs.
Yeah.
And now Jake has challenged me to get one for a show. So I guess I'll do it. I'll do it for Jake.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing no wig for Jake or any show. I'm not wearing a wig.
By the way, so one of the things that I remember in the mornings here they don't play Howard Stern, they played Rick and Bubba, the Rick and Bubba show. Rick Burgess and Bill Bussey. Unfortunately, Bill is now working for Jack State.
Yeah, they broke up.
So now but here's the thing. He doesn't have any gimmicks. Rick does the show, and his only gimmick is he's a Christian. That's his gimmick.
What's my gimmick?
Your gimmick is, do I have to bring up the chair video of you hitting your head with the chair?
Yeah, you can bring it up. I don't care.
No, sorry.
My gimmick is I'm crazy or what?
No, ECW.
Yeah. I'm extreme?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. By the way, we're wrestling fans if you don't get it.
That's cool.
Yeah, not that big of a wrestling fan. I like AEW. That's about it.
By the way, actually, Georgia had good wrestling.
Yeah.
I went to wrestling before you two ever thought about being born. In about 1973 or 4.
Yeah.
saw some of the legends of wrestling at the
Yeah.
Memorial Auditorium in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It was pretty incredible. My uncle took me.
Yeah.
Who was in
So-
1974? It must have been like I can't even imagine who it was.
It was Tojo Yamamoto who would take his wooden shoe off and hit you in the head with it. That was one of them.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I
JYD?
think that was the early days of Ric Flair and crazy. I don't remember all of them now, but it was about 7
JYD?
well-known wrestlers. I don't know.
Junkyard Dog. Sorry.
Maybe
No, that-
that was
Jump-
later.
Yeah, that was later. I mean, yeah, I wasn't even a thought. I was born in '84, so that was 10 years before I was born.
Yeah, my
But-
son was born. My oldest son was born in '86.
All
I
right.
was born in '93, so I'm the youngest one here.
Yep.
My youngest son was born in '90. So
Yeah. You know what the thing is here's the thing. By the way, I had to ban a bot in your chat the other day because it was one of them things is you want to be famous, you want to get views, click this link.
yeah.
Here's
Spam.
spam bot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kick-
By the way, I will let you know if I ban somebody and I'll let you know about it.
Thank
If I
you.
ban
Yeah,
anybody, 'cause
feel free.
Yeah,
here's the
Jake.
thing.
Eventually, Jake will ban every person that's in your chat room. So
No, because here's the thing. They actually Dave and Rob are actually doing a good thing. We have a friend that we've been helping a friend of ours named Robert Diamond who's walking the AT.
he's walking what?
The AT.
Atlantic
Appalachian
Trail.
The
Yeah, the Appalachian Trail
Oh, the Appalachian Trail.
from
Yeah.
Georgia to Maine.
Yep. Yeah, I've been on parts of it before.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's going to check in, I think, again tomorrow night.
and what he's doing, he's carrying dog tags of all the people that we have lost. Or
That's a lot of dog tags. What is that? 3.2 trillion people.
No, he's carrying the ones of those who have submitted them to him, and then he will give them back at the end of the trail back to them. He's doing it to bring awareness to the problem and also to honor those who have succumbed to suicide. Not only
it's a
veterans, but
suicide.
yes, not only veterans but first responders.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a good cause and everything.
Well, there's
Dick-
another gentleman that did it called George Ishelman, who is from Calhoun, Georgia. They made a movie about his journey called The Keeper, and Roberts kind of was inspired by that. So
Yeah.
Georgia was going to go out there and kill himself on the trail, but decided not to and got better. But the movie is outstanding. It's out now. It's called The Keeper.
Okay.
Actually, since we're talking about this, I'm gonna just post this link. This is Robert Diamond's fundraising thing. If Robert is
Yeah, if you guys want to donate.
22
Yeah,
cents a day. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the fundraising is not for him. It's to give to veteran organizations.
Yeah,
He is funding the trip through his own money. He's raised about $714 so far out of $22,000 he's trying to raise to give to those organizations that help those who are in trouble. So
Nice. Yeah, that's
it's
good.
penny a mile, $22.
yeah.
Dave, do you curse or are you conservative?
I do not curse. I don't tell people how to talk. I am actually a pastor of a Baptist church.
Oof.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
I have cursed in my life. I'm not perfect. I'm a sinner saved by grace. So I have drank as well, but that was a very young me.
Yeah.
So I've been living the clean life for 30 years. So
Yeah.
as clean as I can be.
Congratulations.
David, can I say
Thank
something?
you. Sure.
No, Jake, you can't say nothing.
It's your show, man.
Dang it. Sorry.
No, go ahead, say
Wait.
it, Jake. But I'd like to ask him some questions too, Jake.
5 years ago when I lost my dad 5 years ago, and Chris helped me through it. He actually took my mom away and told me I needed a break.
Yeah.
Well, good, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a tough thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I had a it's awkward because I had an awkward dream last night, and I've never really felt the way or had that type of dream before. But it was a dream where I was in front of family and I was telling them I'm committing suicide, which was fucking weird. Oh, sorry for my language. Sorry for my language.
You don't. I'm not your judge, man. You don't answer to me, so it's your show.
Only God could judge me.
Yeah, I'm not a judge.
But
that's wild.
Yeah, it was just a weird dream. I've never had suicidal feelings, but I was telling them I was going to commit suicide. Maybe I'm in a bad place in my life right now, and it was subconscious. I don't know.
Never know, man. I mean, there's you just never know. You never know.
So I'm very interested in the pastor part. You're in a Baptist pastor.
I am.
And go ahead.
Go ahead, Jake. Sorry. I was just going to say that I've actually pastored 3 Baptist churches. This is my 3rd one. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that I've been to a lot of churches, and some of these churches are big and some of them are small. Do you believe in the prosperity gospel?
Believe in what?
The prosperity gospel, where
no.
Sorry.
Anytime you use the word prosperity in religion, it feels like you have to give your money.
Yeah, I'm not. That's not me. And,
Jesus threw the table over with all the coins that they were gambling and said money is nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how churches are all about money, but that doesn't follow Jesus or God. They have they. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I've always heard people, Jesus saved me, Jesus is life, and all about Jesus, which I believe in Jesus. I think Jesus was amazing, but I've never been able to get onto that level where like I pray every day. I pray every day to God and Jesus, and I've never felt a connection like people say they have a connection.
Well, if you're searching, you'll find the connection, I guess I would say. And to read the scriptures would be a good place because that's God's word to us, and that's how we connect as the word. But yeah, so we all are on a journey, and we all, I believe, are created to follow the Creator, but some will, some won't. But it is, each person's journey, although has similarities, there are amazing differences too. But everybody has a lot of similarities. But every story is unique, just like the person.
I'm sorry for making that comment about the prosperity gospel.
No, you don't got to apologize. No, it is actually sweeping across the world. There's a lot. It's one of the fastest growing movements in evangelical circles. I just don't like it. It's destructive, and it's not teaching people the right things.
What's the basis? What's the basis of it? Because I'm not familiar. I've really never heard of it.
Basically, it's these televangelists say if you sow a seed of $1,000, you will get.
Yeah.
It's a money grab.
Yeah,
it's a money grab. You're going to get rich for sowing a seed and whatever,
Which it's the opposite. It's the opposite of what you learn from the Bible.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. I mean, I don't know.
Another phrase you hear with this is the name it and claim it crowd. They name it and I claim it. That means I'm going to get it. So basically, if I pray and I believe enough, God wants me to have the new car, the new airplane, the whatever. I'm going to get it because I've claimed it. I've named it in the name of the Lord, and I'm claiming it. It's mine. So
that's stupid. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, God gives you what you can handle. God gives you what you need. That's it.
The
Amen.
so what do you think about these pastors, these televangelists, wanting like $65 million planes?
Well, I would say in most cases they probably don't need that, but what's the point? I mean, I you know, if there was a need to have, I wouldn't say 55 million, but if there was a need to have a
60, it was
plane
65.
for ministry, I have no problem with that because I know a lot of airplane ministries which are flying lots of things into various countries
Yeah.
and help people. But so there's a cost there. It's not cheap. But if
Yeah.
you're just buying it to fly from city to city and have
Yeah,
big meetings and come on,
I
you could just take it out. You could just take coach or something on Delta. I mean, come on, you don't need that.
yeah.
yeah,
It's the stupidest thing ever because Jesus teaches you to help. The whole story of Jesus was it's that I'm here to help everyone. I'm here to help. It has nothing to do with me. You could crucify me, and it doesn't matter because I'm dying for your sins. It's the complete opposite of what that church is doing.
Exactly.
yeah,
Complete opposite. Like I don't know. They how are they going to read the Bible and then do the opposite? It's hypocritical. Those people are probably the devil in disguise, and hopefully one of their fucking planes crashes. Excuse my language.
sorry.
And they're gonna go to hell. They're gonna live in hell
Yeah,
for taking advantage of people. You go to hell.
Yeah, I think the
Anyway,
point is they don't read the scriptures. If they do, they pull verses out of context. I call them scripture twisters, and they just they make that verse apply to whatever they're saying. But they totally destroy the context of what that verse and the verses before and after are saying. They don't ask the question or even answer the question of what, who, what, when, where, and how. They just pull it out of and say, "This is the verse. This is mine."
yeah,
And it's ridiculous. It's like I
yeah,
saw the other day. It's all over social media. People were looking in the Old Testament and the Jewish covenant, the Jewish scriptures, and they were pulling a verse out talking about foreigners in your land and they should be able to stay and be taken care of. And they were trying to make some application about illegals in our country, which was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Those verses that's not what it was saying. And so they just took it out of context and they tried to get a quick social media hit. It's lunacy.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of all that.
yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I don't know. I would like to, I don't know.
By the way, I am not promoting my Buy Me a Coffee, but I'll promote my guest's Buy Me a Coffee. My good friend, I just want to say thank you for. I know it's late. I know you got a show in about a couple hours, Dave.
Well, we did it. We just did a show. Of course, you
Yeah,
came in and saw. I don't know if I'm going to do a late show or not, but we are on in the morning, so we do.
yeah. That's what I was talking about. The morning show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not awake. I'm not awake at 6 a.m. Do you do it like before you go to work? Like it's a before work thing or?
It is for me. If it wasn't, I would probably do 2 hours. I
Yeah,
like the morning show, and then we come back at night and do a night show. So
By the
that's
way,
cool.
by the way, I just want to read something. John says,
It says
Joel
crisis
Osteen
actor.
he's a good the guy told me about. He is not that kind of crisis actor. It's not the one. It's not the Alex Jones thing. By the way, Joel Osteen money for per request racket.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So, what do you think about there's one guy that I've always people will say that he's the best in televangelist, Mr. Copeland, Kenneth Copeland. What do you think about him?
not a fan.
You're not a fan.
Not a fan.
Jake, are you trying? Because you keep naming all these crazy guys. Are you trying to say that you like them or?
No, these are people. These are people that we get force fed them on like TVs and channels and stuff.
Or
Like,
yeah, I mean, it's and have there been people around you in your life that have sent money or something? Is the question.
who's Dr. William P. Grady?
I've heard the name. I'm not as familiar with Grady, but I
Oh.
have heard the name. There are some that I like. They're not all bad, but there are many who are bad. I mean,
Yeah,
I would call it an abomination,
yeah,
but there are Dr. David Jeremiah out of California. I really like him. He's a good, pretty solid Bible teacher.
Yeah.
I like him. And although I might not agree with everything, there's a couple of more that I like that are really big ministries, but they're
John
really good.
MacArthur. John MacArthur.
Yeah, I was fixed to say John MacArthur. There's a few things, but again, I'm not going to be critical. I have had some of his books where he's written on books of the Bible. I've listened to his sermons. I like him. I want to give him a lot of credit too. The state of California tried to shut him down, him and his church. Shame on them during COVID, and they tried to shut him down, and he sued, and they won that lawsuit. But they did everything they could to try to meet the requirements of the state and the city, and they were just doing whatever they could to shut him down.
Yeah.
I've listened to him many times talk about it, but anyway, I give a lot of credit. They stood tall. I appreciate them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
religion is one of those things where people are looking for answers. Their mental capacity is down, and they'll fall for people like that because they're going to
Yeah.
hear what they want to hear, and it's easy to do. That's why it's harder to be a good pastor who just wants to spread the word of God and do the right thing and help people out. It's harder to do that than it is to just say, "Oh, Jake Hudson, if you send me money, God will repay you 10 times over. I promise you."
By the way,
It's really simple how you assemble a crowd. You just don't preach on sin because people don't like the sin. Oh, hey, I like
Oh,
that.
here's Alf. Alf knows about it.
he's got a black label Johnny Walker with him. But
Alf?
this is my friend Alf.
How's it
I
going,
like Alf.
everybody?
Fucking Alf.
Yeah, but so when
I'm surprised they didn't deport Alf yet.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll try to listen in and find out. Carry
He's a
on, my wayward
Canadian.
son.
He's a Canadian. That's why.
Yeah,
Canadian.
he's So what? So we're talking about the South and stuff.
Not really. You were talking about televangelists,
Televangelist, yeah.
Jake. We're talking about the South.
What about Jesse Duplantis?
Jake, all you do is name drop thousands of people's different names from every category of every walk of life.
Jesse Duplantis is a televangelist. He's friends with.
Oh, you're
Kenneth.
still name dropping televangelists? How many do you know? I only know Joel Osteen, right? That's all I know. And that other old guy who looked like a vampire who died.
I don't know, but if you're subscribed to Jake, I was watching Adrian Curry for some reason. He posts crazy stuff. Like there's people
Adrian
getting vending
Curry.
machines and Adrian Curry. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Ah!
Hey, by the way, that was my community post. Adrian Curry, who is the former Mrs. Peter Brady.
She had a TV show with the Brady guy and was on like the Surreal Life, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, who was
she's
it?
Adrian Curry. She's a
former model turned Avon lady. Ha!
She's a whore. She's
Cool, I think she's probably cool.
Can you
Yeah,
pull a
but-
picture up of her?
I actually could do one better and give everybody her YouTube.
Her
Send her
OnlyFans?
the link.
No,
I'm trying to think. She sounds familiar, but I can't look her up without exiting out of the show.
Actually, she has a buy me a coffee.
Dude, put a picture up of her. You don't have that technology?
Hold on. What?
All right, hold on.
Hold on.
I'll be back. I'm going to look her up.
All right.
I got some antibiotics to take. First, I'm going to eat an entire pizza. Ha!
Dave, are you still there?
I'm still here.
I apologize.
Oh, I don't know
about
her. I
this.
don't know her, but she looks all right.
Yeah. Dave, I apologize.
You don't got to apologize. What are you apologizing for?
You
That's
got
the
beat
devil.
out.
Johnny Walker Black is the devil in disguise right there.
Yeah.
The power of Christ compels you, Alf. The power of Christ compels you.
It's only
Hey,
40% alcohol. It's
by the
child's
way-
play.
By
Ah,
the way, did you go to McDonald's today? Did you see if their ice cream machine was working or not? Dave?
I actually did not go by McDonald's today because my granddaughter didn't ask me to do that, so I don't know if it was working or not.
Because it always doesn't work. It doesn't
Well,
work.
they recently got McDonald's recently got a class action lawsuit against the whole thing where they tell you, oh, the machine's down, we're cleaning the machine, and now they're supposed to have the machines up like 24 hours a day now.
it sounds like
Yeah.
is your refrigerator running type joke. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
love when
definitely have heard them say that before, but I haven't heard it in a while.
I love when Alf
Yeah.
shows his one eye on camera. He puts his eye into.
Yeah. Hey, so by the way, we are on YouTube, Twitch, and D Live.
Oh, I don't like Twitch or D Live or Rumble. And supposedly they were talking about Rumble. I didn't know about is supposedly like it's a right wing like website.
It's a lot of people that got banned off of YouTube went over to Rumble.
You just want to be on every platform. You don't care you don't care what it is. You just want to be on.
I want to be honest to save my name on it.
That's
So
it.
he wants to diversify. He's putting a little money here. He's got a money market over there. You know what he's doing.
Yeah. And also, the thing is, here's the thing.
High yield savings account.
High yield savings account.
By the way, how was your show today? By the way, Dave.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, I thought it went well, but it's hard to say when you're doing it. So, to others, it might have been a complete failure, but to us, it felt like it was pretty good.
My favorite clip was the 2% milk and store-bought cornbread clip.
We kind of stumbled into that one. That was a fluke, but it's a fun clip. We'll keep that around. So, Steve was very very nice to play along and have laughs with us on that. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you guys you have any topics you talk about? You just talk about anything and have a good time?
Our front porch talking on Friday night is usually doesn't have a theme unless we have a guest. We generally just talk about whatever on Friday night, but usually we'll have a topic. Some of our shows are geared to talk about politics or the news of the day. We do interviews as well, so it just depends on the show and what the plan is for that. But most of them have something that we try to go into.
I was thinking about this Gene Hackman thing. I think it ends one of 45 ways.
It's a weird
45
story.
possible outcomes.
All right, give us start with number one.
The first one is carbon monoxide. Ha! And then there's CSI Miami. Ha! Okay.
What happened with? I know he died, but what happened with him?
They found him, his wife, who was like 40-something, and the dog, all dead in the house.
Oh crap!
He's 95. I mean, I don't think there's foul play there. But listen, Willie, you're 95. Your wife is 30 years younger than you. Something's funny. Listen, if I'm a 45-year-old man, I'm not marrying a 95-year-old broad, baby.
It's called money. It's called money.
Well, it's not worth it. You can't take it with you. You're going to choke when Gene Hackman poisons the house.
And what they do is they'll date. Well, if she's dead, that didn't happen. But they'll date before they die, and then they'll take their whole estate.
If she's dead, then that didn't happen. Yeah, it's a mystery, and I've been looking into it like Magnum PI. I'm like, where are the keys to the Ferrari 308? There was no Ferrari involved in this incident.
Yeah,
Jake, what do you think about this Gene Hackman thing?
We also lost.
Do some name drops.
My favorite star from Pete and Pete. She was a child actress. Pete and Pete. It was a great show, right?
Harriet the Spy.
No, Pete and Pete. Come on.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I got a tattoo and I'll make it dance.
Yeah. By the way, I wanna ask this question. What do you guys think now about the people? Now like TV has changed.
Well, you don't even know if it's changed because you don't have TV.
I do watch YouTube.
Oh,
Dave,
that's not TV.
when you were a kid, we only had 3 channels, Dave.
Well, actually 4, but yeah, we didn't have cable until I was about, I'll say I was probably about 12 or 13 years old for cable.
I don't
came to
know.
my
I've
neighborhood.
been watching TV lately, and it looks like Bob Barker is like Drew Carey. I don't get it.
Bob Barker died. Bob Barker hasn't been the host since 2007.
2007.
He died?
Bob Barker died. Like I have a video on my channel
no.
about it.
Yeah, you gotta get your pets spayed and neutered.
Yeah, but
Don't spade and neuter your elf.
what do you what by the way, you didn't get the, by the way, I did a thing about like on your, I made a reference to a Zach Brown song.
Jake, Jake, you have the most random conversations. You go into just random things all the time.
Pecan pie homemade, sweet tea pecan pie homemade one when the peaches grow was a reference to
It's a stream of consciousness. It's great.
It's a stream of unconsciousness.
Yeah. By the way, I love that. I love watching Southern Fried Podcast because it's great guest, and you got a Georgia Bubba.
We do have a Georgia Bubba.
So there's some kind of gimmick that gets Jake all happy.
But the thing is, it's better than me being the old Southern guy in a bunch of room with a bunch of Yankees.
Listen, the North won.
Oh.
So how do you feel about that?
Yankees. I'm more of a Wade Boggs guy. Ha! I'll be right back. Alf will return after these messages.
We'll return after a short few messages. Alf's pretty funny and entertaining, and it gets the attention of people like you, Jake.
By the way, if anybody, let me see. I think I still have a code. If you guys, by the way, if you guys want some great hot sauce, you can go to silkcityhotsauce.com and use code HWO at checkout.
You get 20% off.
15. I think it's
15. Yeah, you got to let people know that. Otherwise, they don't have a reason to do it if they're not getting a deal. So, yeah, I mean, I started reading. Jake, can I talk, Jake? I can talk?
Go ahead.
I started reading the Bible a couple years ago from the beginning, started reading it. I was going to read it to, front to back. And I got hung up on the whole beginning of the Bible. It just says, this is so-and-so. He lived to 993 years. And then his brother so-and-so lived to 400 years. And it just lists the name of people who lived over 500 years, all these people. And I was like...
there is an importance to that. And you can get kind of bogged down into that a little bit because if you're right in the middle of it, because it's name after name. But what it's giving you is a genealogy, which is important. And if you put together a timeline, if you were to take those like Noah or others that are listed that live so long, and you were to timeline that, it's pretty interesting to see how long, like you would have known your eighth great grandfather. So,
he's right. But more importantly, Alf really likes Jesus' style. Let's talk about Jesus' style.
And just one more thing, it's showing the line of Messiah. So you're weaving through pages to point you to. When you get into the New Testament, then it gives you another genealogy, or actually a couple. One is looking backward and one looks forward. So there is importance to it, but it can be hard reading because it is named after, so and so begat so and so begat so and so. But there is a richness there.
I thought reading the Lord of the Rings trilogy was tough. This Bible thing is next level. Ha!
It is. You think to yourself. You think to yourself. I've never known anyone who's lived even close to those amount of years. I've never heard of it in history besides the Bible. So why are these people living that long? And obviously, if they're living that long, they're not human like we are.
They were human.
So how are you going to live that long? How can I? How do they live that long?
Well, in those days, we didn't have all of the things that we have today that are killing us. Maybe the radiation or whatever. They were able to live longer. Just the effects of that was not. And I could just say this: that God can do anything. So if He wants somebody to live to be 1,000, they'll live to be 1,000. So
yeah, that's true. You're saying God gave them the years so they could get the things done that they need to do to prepare the world and everything.
There was a purpose for it. So
yep, that makes sense. I buy that.
Yeah,
but God hates me because I'm probably going to die at 50. I'm going to die at 50, so I have no purpose.
He don't hate you. You have a purpose.
Well, we all. I mean, if you go by that, where He makes people live longer, there's no one in the world nowadays that live longer anymore. So it seems like He gave up. He's like, well, yeah, I did it when we first started, and I got people to live longer to help, but you guys, you can't really help. So we're just gonna let you not live that long.
Actually, people are probably living a little longer today than they did, say, back in the 1800s, 1700s. And if you go back through the dark ages, there were so many diseases,
I
wars,
look at the dark ages of 1980, and I see Wilford Brimley. The guy looks 90.
He looks dead today because he's dead.
Yeah, by the way, Wilford Brimley is actually the guy that does the diabetes commercials for Liberty Medical.
Diabetes.
Yes. It's diabetes. Liberty Medical.
But you know what? The one thing that I want to ask, what is better in cornbread, cracklins or jalapenos?
I don't want either. I want butter.
Neither.
Butter.
I've never had cracklins, pork cracklins and cornbread.
Pork rinds, cracklins. What are you talking about, Jake?
Basically, that's what they put in corn. Some
Pork
people
skins.
like jalapenos. People like to put cracklins in cornbread.
If we have to vote, I'm going cracklins over jalapenos.
I mean, I've had the jalapenos before, and it was cool because there was like a sweet in the heat. But down south food is amazing, especially my aunt used to make awesome biscuits and
what about
fried chicken.
Cat head biscuits. Cat head.
No, she made buttermilk biscuits. They were delicious.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta see if this is the real one. Hold on.
Listen, some people know how to use cornmeal, and some people don't. Ha!
Here's Andrew. Anthony. Who is that?
Anthony Cumia from ONA.
From Anthony and Opie.
I was just worried that he was going to take antibiotics.
Hello, John.
Thanks, Jake. I added your Discord. I put my little humble Discord in your.
Yeah, all right.
Thing.
What's up, John?
Thank you,
John. This is John.
I'm the crisis actor, guys. I'm like David Hogue. Just kidding. Okay, I'm up here in Reading, and known for Bethel, but I'm not affiliated with any of that. I'm just my own little ministry thing.
I have no clue what. Shut up, Alf.
Shut up, Alf.
I only use cast iron cookware, by the way. So I'm like, see Dave's little like he's got a skillet.
What's a crisis actor?
Dak.
Okay, so like I was trying to explain this to the Terry stream the other day. In its simplest form, it's a plant. Like in the Clarney days, it's like anyone in the audience, blah blah blah, but it's actually a real wrestler. But that I'm just giving you an example. So I'm building up to like what is a crisis actor? A plant. So it's like someone that's already in the know. But this is a joke. This is like I'm not a sarcastic type at all, but this is ironic. It's ironic because if you got to know me, you'd be like, "Oh, this guy's solid." So for me, so people be like,
his microphone. Listen to him.
Jake's cool. Like actually dressed like Jake. I only wear overalls or the walls like Blizzard coveralls.
Yeah.
Jake, show us your outfit, Jake.
One is logo. Hell yeah.
Oh, what has he got?
Freaking overalls.
He's whipping out. Whip it out. No, don't whip anything out. Don't whip, please.
Don't,
this is a
don't
mobile
whip it
home. Turn the mobile home into a
Whoa,
soundstage.
whoa. Don't drop us, man. Oh.
Nice.
But yeah, like I just
by the
took a
way,
shower.
I
I throw on the presentable things. Hell yeah, dude. He's got the fancy ones. I only got Dickies.
Yeah.
Jake, how many pairs of overalls do you own?
Those are good brands.
Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I have to do something.
He's like, I'm not disclosing the brand.
No. Someone came into the chat. Someone came into the chat that I don't want in the chat.
He's
Edward.
handling it.
Hey, you gotta,
No, why are you being Edward? He's
Edward
trying to be nice and watch, Jake.
Unban
him.
Let him be in the snake pit. It's
Dude, unban him, Jake, because he's just trying to be nice and show support and give you a viewer, dude. He's not doing nothing wrong.
Yeah,
dude, I think he gets $10.
It's a snake pit. He's got to have some there's the straight man and there's the funny man.
You didn't learn from Jesus Christ, so you need to, forgive and
But I have to look at the camera. I have to ignore the screen and look at the camera and be like, "Hey, yo."
You can't look at the YouTube stream.
I'm trying to brainwash all the kids like Jake into getting their ham radio license, like all the cool old guys.
Oh God!
Listen, have you watched
the ham radio
line
line virus
many times this year? Come on, get real.
There's no point to it these days, except unless you're using like a drone, you're trying to use it like video power. But it's like a way to connect with the old guys. Be like, yo.
It's true, but listen, pump up the volume. You know you watched it.
I got busted by the FCC. Someone convinced me to do a unlicensed stint on that, but I had the ham license at the time, and I was respectful to the FCC, and all the FCC wants is just a little respect.
What went wrong?
No, wait, hold on. The FCC just wants a little respect. So everyone gets the visit, the phone call, and the letter. And if you ignore any of those, you get the further enforcement stuff.
That sounds like teen suicide. Don't do it.
These are people trying to do it for the thrill. Anyhow, but I did all that. It worked well for my career. I wrote my sorry letter. I said, I'm sorry for, I said, I am very sorry. I can recite it. I'm very sorry and very poor. This is at the time. I am unemployed at the time. I thought I was operating within Part 15 guidelines, which is the legal, everything is authorized, blah, blah, blah. But this way, the legal limit is 1/100th of a watt. So since I was using 25 watts, I was 250,000 times the legal limit. And so they went and tested it. I was at a concert, blah, blah, blah. So anyhow,
how far?
Oh, yeah. Good question. Good question.
Yeah. How far around the world can you get on 25 watts?
Well, hold on. Actually, you're going a little too far, adding too many factors.
How far
ideal terrain in that setting? 25, 30 miles. I had a friend that lived down the 605. This is LA. I live like not Eaton like in the news, but Arcadia, which was next to it. Straight shot down just because of terrain, about 25 miles. And then my friend this guy that would just listen with his cats or whatever. Anyhow, ham radio is a good ham radio. Let me wrap it up. Ham radio is a nice, wonderful thing. All the old guys love it, and it's just more useful than you think. I rest my case.
I have some bad news. They invented satellites.
It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. VHF. It's all the same jazz. People want to say,
I like where the story is going.
Well, there's a class warfare thing with CB and then hams, the more affluent hams. Blah blah
I want to
blah.
hear the
All we're
history.
trying to say is it is groovy, baby. Look at this. About this from. This is I got to work on this. Reel to reel. It worked the first
Yeah.
time, or actually it worked lately. Like whatever.
Hey,
I got to clear this
Davey,
thing
belt?
out.
Belt.
I got to
don't
get
like
another
belt.
little arm for this thing so I can record properly. This is
Hey,
a
Dave, I know, Dave. You
this
said
is a
you only
knife
have
hand.
an
This is how you
hour,
tell people what to do,
Dave.
right, Dave? If you point, Dave, if you point with someone, this is old guy stuff. If you point with your fingers, this is
I like it.
I'm not never military. You're pointing 3 fingers back at yourself. So with the proper like respectful authority, you point with your hand.
Dave,
I like
I
it.
know. Hey, Dave, it's almost an hour. You've been on
Oh.
here, and I know that.
Yeah,
you got
Dave.
it.
Dave, I salute you.
Edward Clannon's in the chat. He said, "I miss CB radio."
It's still around. I mean, I no
He
one really
said-
it's more on the road. I mean, I had a 10 and 11 meter radio that was modified, blah blah blah. I just threw it in the trash. I didn't have any room for it. I was
He
like,
said-
it's more
He said,
hassle to-
"Breaker 19, could I get a
more-
radio check?"
more hassle. You say CQ something
Hey.
like
Yeah.
anyway. But anyway, I just threw the radio in the trash because no one's talking on it, and I just had no room. God,
I
has
had a
blessed me.
Cobra. I had a
God has
Cobra
blessed-
CB.
Yeah,
Cobra's
Hey,
cool. I had a Royce. Royce
Dave,
base station was. I could talk to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I used to be a ham operator.
Yeah,
Which one? Who?
Listen,
Who was
I've got
Alf
one.
or
I've got
Chris?
one. Radar
Dave.
detectors.
I was a ham operator.
Oh, right on. Yeah, it's still. I got.
But I
You
wasn't
did
like
it.
the old
You did
guys.
it.
I just got on the ground level. The guys you're talking about, they didn't like the new guys coming along that got in underneath. You didn't have to remember the Morse code and all that.
Yeah,
They changed the rules.
There was a big like sensitivity, like I'll just say butthurt backlash of the older guys when they abolished the code requirements, but they didn't realize you guys all dying out. So that,
Yeah, they were.
they needed like the ease to coax in some younger blood to
yeah.
feed the
So
beast.
You have to buy a CB radio right now. eBay, $6. I bet we can get Jake. Jake
by the
and
way,
Benji
Sure, all day long. But like the
Listen.
point is, unless your buddy, I had an old guy across the street, but he did.
Dang it.
He was a Army Ranger. He did. I've inherited a lot of his stuff. His family was like, well, not this stuff.
I just want to say, I really just want
But
to
yeah,
say
if your
thank-
friend's close, you could do it. I recommend.
Hold on. Let Jake talk. He's getting upset.
Jake has a US.
I just want to say, I know Dave has got to leave soon. I know Dave.
I do too. So I'm trying to keep the energy
Yeah.
high so we can like.
Yeah, I know David's got to leave because he's got to get his show ready. He's got to get his show ready, and then he has to get to bed because.
Anyone else here?
I
that
do.
You can. Anyway, I would totally appreciate like finding the same thing. Crisis Actor Johnsry. Subscribe.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, like conservative-ish humor.
No
Yeah.
N-word.
We'll do it.
Not
We'll
too
give you a
much.
No
call.
N-word. It's
No.
proper.
No,
you
I was talking about this guy. I was.
Oh,
calling
Ed wants to join. Ed, come on.
Hell
Stop pushing
yeah.
it.
Dude, tell Ed. Tell. I'm gonna put Ed in your Discord and then the regular Discord so we can get linked up with
Listen, Ed,
the Nick show heads. We
I don't know what
judge.
to say to Ed.
We
Yeah.
don't
I
judge.
think Ed needs
By
the
the way,
link.
by the way, I just want to say
Sounds
also
like a
thank
quality
you,
guy.
Yeah, Ed.
so-
Ed, the StreamYard link is in Jake Land.
Ha!
Here. Let's make it easy on him. I can actually go like
No,
this.
don't. Ed,
No,
Jake and Ed don't get along. They don't get along. But Ed, you do it too much. Ed, you're trying to get
Actually,
under
no,
Jake's skin.
This is my Discord. Never mind. Go ahead, but I gotta go soon, guys.
right.
I wake up. I have a McDonald's, and I wake up 2 hours ahead of the schedule so I can call out.
So you can mess up
I
the
wake-
ice cream machine. You can
I
mess
wake
up
up
the
at
ice
3
cream
in the
machine.
morning, and I take a nice leisurely stroll before dawn. And I have a let's see if I can do this. I have some of my menorahs up here. I'm not Jewish.
Background.
Oh, this is great. I'm going to definitely subscribe.
Nice, thanks,
I like
Chris.
it.
So I'm into pro wrestling, blah blah blah. Ham radio. I'm into RC.
So
stuff.
how do you're into pro wrestling?
I used to be a drummer.
So you know who I am.
I used to be a drummer for the guy that trained Bailey, aka Pam Martinez, who was a
Yeah,
women's.
I know Bailey. So you don't know who I am?
No,
My
do I
drummer
know
needs
you?
a drummer.
Oh, well then,
Wait,
Listen,
I
my
mean,
drummer needs a drummer. Get a hold of me.
hold on. So wait.
My drummer
Do I
needs
know
a
you?
drummer.
I know. So I was drumming for
No, we
Jason
get it.
Styles, aka Jason Rogers. Big time
Um,
wrestling, West Coast.
yeah.
Chris did a lot of back in 2017. The reason why I knew Chris is because of a wrestling show that Chris did. He did his own like wrestling review show. By the way, Chris. You weren't even big. You didn't even have 100,000 subscribers. You only had like 5,000.
Yeah, I was huge. I was huge in the wrestling industry.
I have more, by the way.
I have 5,000 subscribers, Jake.
No, because a lot of other big channels like Cronin had 100,000.
No, only one who had 100,000 was Sean's View, and he bought half of his subs too. And a lot. And I'll tell you, you want to know the dark secret of wrestling review shows on YouTube?
What?
Ah!
I'll tell you, the dark secret is, hey, they might have 60,000 subscribers, and then you go to their show and there's only 30 people watching. The numbers don't add up, and the way how they do it is
They just buy subscribers.
no, not. I mean, a lot of them buy, but this is how you do it. You promise people who don't have TV to watch the show. You say, hey, you come on my show, you're going to know what happened. And that's all it is. And people say, oh, they're not really saying what's happened. It's fake. It's all fake.
Everything is, even this. There's no difference between this little stream and
This is real.
Yeah, this is real.
This is
Anywhere I am
look,
is 100% real.
This is a
Sheesh.
stage. Look, this is a geezer landing from a geezer ramp that I disassembled from the back porch, brought in the house, and now it's a stage. So it's a stage. I'm like, besides my background pro wrestling and radio and commercial and private public radio and that kind of like
Audio
all the
cassette.
scholar
Audio
part and the broadcast, the communications scholar part. I'm really trying to say it's all even within yourself. You're not telling every thought that's coming out your mouth.
Yeah. Do you have
By the way,
ADHD?
That's fake.
Yeah, one-
You have
that's-
ADHD, right?
No,
We're
I'm trying to
available.
speak clearly, and also I'm in a hurry. I have to go to bed.
Oh, it almost.
No, yeah,
You
so-
don't
so-
have
so-
you don't
so-
have ADHD.
No. So if I'm interrupted, it takes longer, and I get more
No.
excited.
Yeah, but you also
I'm-
want to
I'm in a-
have
I'm
the
in a-
full
I'm in a hurry.
spotlight.
I'm in a hurry, and I gotta go. And
But
I'm
you
on
want the
stream.
full spotlight for the whole time you're on here.
No, I'm simply saying that there's those things, and the more you distract me, I can't like finish the idea.
Hey, by the way, I just want
I don't know. I think you have
Things like-
ADHD.
but
I have
anyhow,
ADHD.
I worked in the pro wrestling industry, blah blah blah. I'm talking about a scholarly communication theoretical level. Yeah, everything's fake. It's all a stage. Okay, but moving forward back to what we're saying, pro wrestling, yes, it's like there's the dirt rags, then you got like the marks that go to the shows, and then I was at the level where I was like with working.
Yeah,
with
but
a trainer.
everybody knows.
Wait, hold
somebody
on.
that
Let me
knows
before
somebody
you
that-
jump in.
that's a
Before you
guy
jump in,
that
I
wrestled.
don't have time. I don't have time to argue. I'm trying to speak, and then I gotta
No,
go.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't have time.
He doesn't
Go
have time
ahead.
for other
I gotta
people to
speak,
talk.
I gotta go.
ahead.
I know I'm trying to speak and get it out, and then you have your turn. That's how it is in ham radio. People don't just jump in. The guy says his big old diatribe, and then the other guy says diatribe.
It's called stepping on someone.
Hold up. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, in the
I
pro
sent them
wrestling industry, I
backstage.
was the drummer, and I was like picked on for being kind of like not tough, like kind of foofy. And then so the pro wrestling school was the practice spot. So I kept my drums at the wrestling school. So
That's awesome.
there's so overlap with the training schedule. So they would see me play sometimes or whatever, however the schedule.
Hey,
I
Dave.
forgot.
Hey,
I forgot.
Sir John. Dave, I know you.
Are
got
you on
ADHD.
Adderall?
No, I'm on actually being Asian and Italian. So I'm trying to say I'm a professional broadcaster with some brains, and I can finish an idea. So when people interrupt me, I can actually show them what's up by remembering what they said, what I was saying when they interrupted me.
If
Coming
I
back
was
later.
Asian and Italian, I would cook food and play
I would.
guitar.
That's
exclusively.
hell yeah. That's what
Ah.
I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Saying the F word. No, just kidding. I'm using cast iron cookware only.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
cast
People-
iron.
people
Let's
like,
talk
oh,
about cast iron.
I'm gonna-
You know what?
Yeah,
Turn this into
log-
cast iron
Oh,
cookware
not the
podcast.
log.
Dave,
Let's only talk
Log.
about cast iron cookware
You
and how
gotta
we
go
have to have
big-
it. Everybody has one, but
You
you
gotta go to
you're
big
a
flat,
new.
but you gotta
Are
have
you
enough
new to
heat to
cast
use
iron,
it.
or you're just
You gotta
getting
have
into
enough.
it?
Hold up. I actually know what I'm talking about. You gotta have
Hold
enough-
up, Alf. How dare you
Hold
talk?
up. Yeah, if I could actually retort, blah blah. you have to go to the Big Five and get the shrimp boiling single stove, not the dual burner,
Well-
just single high output, and that's the only thing that'll have the BTU
I'm not doing it.
without having
I
a
trust
gas
this guy. I
line
believe this
using
guy.
your propane related accessories to heat up
I
your
like
cabin.
it.
Not
Yeah.
doing it.
Hey Dave, I know it's been an hour since you've been on here. I think you told
Yeah,
me
I'm
you
gonna go. Appreciate the
Alright.
I
invite.
do too. I
Enjoyed
do too. The
talking
old
to you.
guys gotta go.
Sorry,
See you guys. Thanks,
Dave.
Jake.
Sorry,
All
brother.
right.
Thanks, Dave.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
Love you, brother. I hope we get you
Look at
back
me, look at me,
on.
like
This
a
it won't be
Pepsi is
crazy this time. Next
was
time.
at least-
It won't
No,
be
you're
crazy
good,
this
man.
time.
Enjoyed it. You take
There
care,
is-
gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right, take care, Dave. Sorry that guy had to steal your spotlight, but
No spotlight, man. I'm just along for the ride. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
We'll come back again
Alright.
sometime.
all right,
Alright,
praise
take care.
Jesus.
Oh.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh,
Alright.
Dude, that
Jake,
fucking guy was on Adderall. He wanted the spotlight. He would not let a single person fucking talk.
Yeah.
I think he likes Pepsi. Ha!
Yeah, but also Alf was on Adderall too.
No. Alf was drinking water. Alf was drinking water.
Who was that? Who? How do you know that other guy? Fucking crisis
Who?
actor.
Jesus, H. Joseph McGroseph. Jake, what have you doing here?
Terry, I met him through Terry Strange.
Listen, Jake, you gotta tell me more about these guys. Let's keep this stream going for at least
Alf,
another 3
Alf,
hours.
Alf.
We have to get
By the
Bobby
way,
Nick on this mofo.
hey, Alf. By the way, Chris, this is Alf. This is Sean Riggle.
Sorry.
I have to say is I would use viewer discretion on subscribing on a lot of these channels and people that Jake watches.
It's an
Because-
even balance.
I mean, listen, I mean, I don't know, dude. He fucking irked the shit out of me by not letting anyone get in talking. And then if you tried to say something, he'd cut you off and say, hey, how dare you talk?
Well,
all
your
about
turn
me.
now.
It's
Sure.
all about me in the spotlight.
Whoa.
It's all about me.
Whoa.
I'm on Adderall.
Oh,
Blah,
not
blah.
to
tonight.
pour a drink out for you right now.
Hey, Edward, not tonight.
Pour a drink out for the homies. Ed, you're doing too much, Ed. Just watch the fucking show and relax. My phone's going to die. I'm at 10%. It's going to die any minute.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that. Dude, plug it in, man. What's wrong with you?
I just got off of work. I didn't plan on coming on Jake's show.
Listen, I got my phone here. You can plug it into your ball sack, baby.
I can't.
Oh, that doesn't work. I've tried that. It really doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
thought
making
life
ball sack.
was all
Imagine a
about
guy
me.
plugging in a charger. There's a kid that plugged his charger into his ball sack.
Yeah. Yeah. Edward, not tonight because we're fixing the end soon.
We're fixing to end
Yeah.
because he has a hour and a half time limit on StreamYards.
No, I actually want to go to bed.
Jake. No, we're partying, dude. I thought we were having fun.
It's
Look at this, we gotta watch
9:00 at
this stuff.
night. It's 9:00 at night, and I haven't.
Yeah, but
This
it's
is
only
funny
9.
as
Listen,
hell.
I have a better idea. Just go. We'll get water, and then we'll get another thing.
Hey,
put
you
that
sleep
down.
in the
You have to
daytime. You sleep in the daytime. A lot of us have lives out that we have.
Listen, Jim, it's only 9. You have to stay awake until 10. Otherwise, how will you know when the girls arrive? Come on, right? The
It's
girls
true.
aren't coming till before 10.
It's true.
10:30. There's no chicks here.
You're
Evening, Jake. That dude was bonkers.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, normally I give people a chance, and I know people get excited, they want to talk and shit, but that dude was just straight up, fuck you, fuck whatever you want to say, shut the fuck up and let me shine, let me talk. It irked me a lot. I will not be subscribing to his channel, and if someone subscribe, fuck that.
Hey, Deadpool, I'm not asking you. I have a.
What did the guy do?
Deadpool-
What is he doing over there?
Who?
The little twerp. I
He's-
call him twerps.
He's
Or
he's
curl
probably talking and talking and talking and talking
I
and
call him
talking.
pretzels in my neighborhood. Ah,
Deadpool. Deadpool. I don't want you to. I have a Southern Fried Podcast has a look at this Deadpool.
Yeah, Southern
My-
Fried. I don't know much about him, but he seemed like a good guy. He's a pastor, and he was humble.
Yeah.
The pretzel joke is funny.
The pretzel joke?
Good, because I'm handcuffed until tomorrow.
Oh, so I heard that Jake Hudson's gonna fight someone.
Yeah,
Dude, we're arm wrestling.
Aaron Imholt.
He's gonna fight him in a boxing match.
MMA,
I think, Jake, you
MMA
should really
cage.
think about arm wrestling more. Get an arm
Deadpool's gonna
wrestling
pay-
fighting
and
stage.
Deadpool's gonna pay for it. Deadpool's gonna pay for it.
No, you're not allowed to fight guys. That seems bad. You got
Jake,
arm wrestle them.
you should
and
fight
punch 'em
girls.
first.
You should wrestle girls in an oil pool naked.
Wrestle the
I'll
holes.
save the page. My friend is doing. My friend is doing a 22 a day. But all right, guys, I will talk to you guys later.
Why? Why?
We're ending
Why?
because I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna go eat dinner.
All right.
I don't know if I trust that.
All right.
He's not gonna fight anyone. He's a chicken.
All right, peace.
All right. Later.
Bye.
I'm out.